Hello and welcome back everyone to the next episode on SAP Generative AI training videos on anubhavtrainings.com. In the last video, we talked about the types of LLM, the difference between open source and closed source LLM. Along with that, we talked about where can we go and compare different LLM and their capabilities. In our today's session, as we step into the development, we will discuss about what is LangChain framework. Why do you need the LangChain framework? And in my next episode, we will show you how did we use the LangChain framework to develop a real-time use case. So without wasting further time, let's get started today's session and understand the different ways to consume the LLM, the drawbacks, and that's when the solution appears to be the LangChain way of calling the LLM APIs. Okay, so option number one is you can go directly and consume APIs like this. So simple architecture will be you create an application in Python. You can call an API from any of the LLM platform. API is nothing but application programming interface. As a developer, you already worked in API. We have worked with a lot of microservice architecture in our BTP course. So that's an API you can call, and it will call the LLM, which is deployed already somewhere by these companies in their own servers, and then we can get the response from them. So we can give a prompt and it will process and it will return back the response. Yeah, simple API call. So that will then also count as a consumption. So number of tokens you input and number of tokens you get in the output. It will be called as your context window, and they will charge you based on the token consumption. Now, the problem here with this architecture where you simply call an API and get the data is there are a couple of issues if you adopt this architecture. The first is, let's say today you are using OpenAI GPT model. Tomorrow you feel that it's more costly, or it doesn't fulfill your requirement, or it's getting not so accurate for your use case. Then what you can do is you can actually want to change this. Now changing your entire code is very costly. Yes, that's one biggest problem of directly choosing a model and getting started with one model, because in the future you would want to get rid of one model and use another model. So you would end up changing lot of your coding. We don't want that. Yeah, the first thing, high maintenance. So if you stick to one model, you are tightly coupling yourself with one model. We don't want to do that. The second problem is these models, these LLM model have a cutoff window. So you might have heard the chat GPT 4.0 cutoff window was 2024 December, which means it was trained on the data from the internet, from Wikipedia as of 2024 December data. Now, if you ask a latest political affair question, yes, yeah, then it will not be able to give accurate answer because model was trained up to 2024 data. Yes. So if you are asking current affair question, then it may not help you. So it's outdated. So this time you would want more real-time information for your use case. Assume like current share price, current Bitcoin price. So your question is around the latest and up-to-date data as of today. So it will not be able to help you. So the first problem also might come is higher cost. So when you are using different model, you stick to one model, you pay to them, the cost is very high. So you need to also control your cost. You want to bring down the cost. Yes, and see which model is useful for which type of requirement. For data intensive operation, probably I want to go with OpenAI model. For accuracy, I'll go with that. But for let's say coding related task, I go to Claude model. So you want to make a balance between the cost and the accuracy and the context window, of course. So that's first requirement. The second is they don't have access to real-time data, as I told you, because they have a cutoff window till which they are trained. The third problem is they also don't have access to the private data sources. Like within my company, I am working for a legal consulting firm, and we have 10,000 legal documents. So whenever a customer is coming for legal advice, I want to design a chatbot for them, which reads my legal documents and it provides them the suggestion. Yes, or I'm working for a hospital company and we have private data of all the past patients and treatments and Medicares which we provided and machineries and equipments which we have. So the LLM which is available on public domain doesn't have that information. So how would you make your LLM work along with the private information of your organization without compromising your company's private data? To answer all these three, address all these three problems, we use framework, and LangChain comes like this. So now it sits between LLM and your application, and we use LangChain. So you can see the icon is like a parrot. So I'll tell you a nice story. So basically, I had this parrot called Mithu in my house when I was a small kid, and Mithu constantly keep listening, all our conversations in the family. And once upon a time, I come from school and I say, "Mummy, I want to eat." The moment I say that, Mithu says biryani. Yeah. So basically, Mithu is like constantly listening and training his brain, and then what it does, it gives you the answer when you need it. Yes, and it will also pick up the cards for you the way the way Mithu thinks is the best fit for your use case. So that is another benefit you get it. So the most suitable chain which you want to connect for your use case, or you want to create a application which connects across multiple chains, because every chain is different in terms of their cost, their context window size, and their benefits. So you want to build an application with multi-chain, then you can use LangChain, of course. So that is the LangChain, and then you can see, you can contact any of these LLMs. You can create a chain of application, a chain of task, which is spread across multiple LLMs, and you can track all of it from a central dashboard. Plus, it also give you ability to contact and your own databases, latest up-to-date information from Wikipedia and Google. It can crawl web pages, it can crawl information which is latest information, and then it produces the output. So this could be a very powerful framework even to build AI agents. Yes, which we will be also discussing later on in our training. With that, thank you so much for watching this video with me today. If you feel this content is helping you, kindly subscribe and share this channel in the WhatsApp group of your company teams. And I hope to see you in my next episode. Happy learning. Till then, goodbye and see you again.